Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, we're good. So yeah, what's happening? What's popping, y'all? What's good? What's up?
We're back. I love this color scheme we've got. We've got blue, green, and black. I don't know what it represents, but it's cute that we're all sporting a separate color. You know? It's cute.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
Visually for the first time.
No, this is my first this is my visual album. Oh my god.
Oh, here we go.
like
Here
the
she
subtitle.
goes.
This is my visual. This is my first visual.
Surprise drop.
This is my first visual album. You guys weren't expecting it, but I'm here. This is my self-titled.
This is Da Vinci.
This right? No, let's go with Jason.
Okay.
Jason,
it's definitely
Jason.
not Renaissance
But that's not.
because the visuals are missing.
Well,
To the
that's why I said visual album.
Exactly.
Self-titled. That's what we're going with. That's what we're going with.
Good.
Not
Our resident
Lemonade.
Beehive
We haven't got there yet.
correspondent.
No, we don't want to
Boom. We back.
The biggest and the baddest.
What up?
What up, what up, what up, what up?
That's on Pella.
You in the hood now, baby.
I know that's motherfucking right.
Real HotWave That's funny. Welcome back, guys. Welcome to the HotWave podcast.
Yeah,
and we have a special guest. He's been here before. If you've been here, you know who this is.
Exactly.
And if you've been here, you definitely know who this
Right.
is. Does he need the introduction? Well, we're gonna give him one.
We have our resident Beehive correspondent,
Beyonce's son,
Nikki Bob, adjacent fan.
Normani
Stan,
Stan, sometimes once a week,
occasionally.
a month.
Brandy lover. We have a fashion icon, future CEO of the biggest fashion brand in the universe. Let's go.
Well, keep it coming. Keep it coming.
We have a CEO, a boss, a real bitch. A
Got children in Uganda.
Right.
children in
Absolutely.
Uganda,
Absolutely.
Delulu,
Well,
the cat connoisseur.
yes. I love cats.
Cat.
Blue King.
Oh, I thought you meant
Blue
I
King.
thought you said cats.
No cat.
Oh.
Blue King, hearts and butterflies and diamonds and sparkles are gonna be up in your comments. We have the
Jason.
Jason,
Thank you,
also known
guys.
as Da Vinci on.
But he
social
don't
media.
want.
He don't claim it
he
today.
don't claim it
He not
today.
claiming
I do. It's just
unless you're following him.
right.
Yeah. So you.
But we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But for now, refer to me as Jason. Jason. There is no Y in my name. Please. It's not Jay. It's not Jae. And it's not Jae with an accent. It's Jaso.
This seems very personal.
Right. Targeted.
I just wanted to make it clear. You need to state who you are because this is my self-titled. Everyone needs to know. Jason. I wanted something big, something to show that I'm here.
Beyonce.
But yes,
How are you?
I'm good. Hot and Wavy gang. Thank you for having me. This is my first visual episode. I'm happy to be here. Happy to be in front of you guys for the first time.
And he wasn't late.
He wasn't late.
I was the first one here.
Mm-hmm.
I pranked them though. I told them I was late.
And I was like, here she go.
Here she go.
Here she go.
And then
Sent my message, shall.
and then Wavy walked in and he was like, "Oh." He's like, "Oh, you're here." And I said, "Well, yes, I'm here. I'm on time." Gagged you.
Yeah.
But
you
yeah.
did. You did.
How are you guys?
I'm good. I'm good.
Birthday coming up soon. How you feeling? Big 2-6.
I feel okay. I feel okay. I feel like I feel it more when we
the
actually
day
get
comes.
it. Yeah. But I don't know. I just like April. Is when the year really starts for me, by the way, because the first 3 months, I don't know what that is.
Trial run. 3 months trial.
No, for real. Honestly.
Well, how are you?
I'm good. Alive.
And
busy,
well.
Potentially trying not to get sicker.
Guys, he pulled a muscle.
Oh yeah. I was at the gym. I feel like I pulled a muscle here. So now it feels like I've got pins and needles consistently wherever I am.
You trying to be John Cena? Let it go.
Yeah.
It's okay. I know.
He getting ready for Malta.
I get it,
soon.
but please.
Soon. I was looking at my chest this morning. I was like, oh,
titties.
it's
Okay.
looking like we've gone up a cup size. Like we are a B. We used to be at an A. We are B. Like, okay, control it. Like boobs, lot of boobs. Like, yeah. Ooh. But yeah. Other than that, it's been good. How? What's been catching your eye this week? What's anything that you know?
Do you know what? Yeah. Do you know what? It's not even just this week. I'm gonna talk about this year because of the nature of this episode. Guys, do you not feel like everyone's doing too much at once in terms of artists? Like everyone's dropping every day. A tour is happening all the time. Like, guys, it's only so much we can take in at once. Like an album will drop. We'll get into it for a week. And then we have to move on to the next one. And it's not even like they're small artists. These are big artists that are dropping. And I don't know what's happening next year. I don't know if the music industry is gonna.
Yeah, I feel like something's happening. Something's in the air.
Everyone's trying to do everything now.
Everyone's doing something. Either that or we are under the impression that the pandemic treated the artists nicer than what it really did because
cost of living is hitting everyone. Okay, everyone.
These artists are broke. They're broke. They're trying to get their money that they lost in the pandemic.
Beyonce is outside. Okay.
Talking to fans.
Handing out T-shirts.
Doing signatures.
Showing up to iHeartRadio. I don't even know the last time she was there.
Was serving people drinks.
Not Normani's job.
I don't know, but not too much on her. She's coming. She's dropping in 6 weeks.
She's doing up Uber like Normani.
She's dropping. Normani's coming. She's coming.
We hope. We pray.
I mean, we know a song is coming.
Yeah.
But an actual album, we gotta wait.
But to be fair, I feel like she's waiting to feel out how.
Girl, you've been feeling out for 6 years.
No,
Just drop.
as in, I am gonna give her the benefit of the doubt and be like, she was actually trying to do a rollout. But I think with the season that we're in, because how many big drops are
like we had Ariana Grande.
But this is the thing. When she dropped, we knew all of this stuff was coming out. So it's not like, and I'm sure she knows even more because she's in the industry. So what is there to feel out?
No, I think she was feeling out in the back, but obviously the whole Stan account thing happened. I feel like she had to give us something.
No, but if she was smart, she would have dropped there and then.
Yeah, because when that album announcement dropped,
there was no one dropping.
People were up. I was up. I was like, oh, finally, we're here. We're here. Because let's keep it real. She might be sporadic with the music releases. But the music is always good quality.
100%.
So I'm definitely tuned in. She should have done it then. But
I'm tuned in. I'm tuned in. You know, I like drama.
I was tuned in. But the thing is, when did she announce the album? Like February?
Girl.
But you know what? Yeah, the only benefit of that I'm gonna give her is that she's waiting for all the big people to drop and then drop,
so she can have her moment. But some of these big artists, their moment lasts, aka Beyonce. It doesn't just go in a week.
We'll get into that in Splash Page. But
and speaking of that, let's get into it. Okay. And welcome to the Splash Page. On the Splash Page.
Oh, this is your first time with like
never been here.
This is like a whole new experience.
Like I've never been here. Like it's my first ride.
You're about to get wet. Pause. But we got a lot to talk about because as we've been talking about, there's been so much music that's been dropping. But we're gonna start off with the biggest one, Cowboy Carter. It dropped a week ago. So we've had a week to really live with it. And we have some thoughts, obviously, but I want to start off with Jason, because I feel like you have the most thoughts on it.
Absolutely. I was a bit nervous about this album. Not because I didn't think Beyonce would be able to do it, but just because I didn't know what to expect. Because I've listened to country music here and there, but I was just like, I really wonder how she's going to do this. And then I saw the cover, and it was paying homage to like the rodeo circuit and cowgirls and cowboys, you know, waving the flag at the end. I'm like, okay, I really wonder how this is going to go. But if any of Beyonce's past releases have been an indication for how she does albums, the first two singles or the first single are usually the weakest songs in terms of like music quality, and you have no clue what's coming. So I was like,
yeah, because I didn't like that Texas Hold'em.
yeah, I'm not mad. It's a good song, but I'm a 16 carriages girl. So
But I feel like she definitely is following, well, so far from what we've seen, she's definitely following a formula. I think the only difference was obviously she dropped
two songs.
Yeah, she dropped two
songs.
But I was like, if you think of the vibe of Break My Soul, if you were to flip it into country, I feel like, what's the song called?
Both of the songs she dropped
Yeah, like
are very lead single songs. I
give the
really
same
hear
vibe.
why she dropped them.
and they're arguably like the easiest to digest.
Yeah.
So it made sense. It was like, okay, guys, here I am. Here's something, a cute little teaser, and then the album dropped. So I listened to the album.
27 songs. Some aren't songs, but there's
Actually, no, let's
27
talk about
tracks.
that, because when she dropped the track list, I don't want to hear nothing. I was confused because
Girl,
the picture, I understand she was trying to do,
the radio.
yeah, right,
Yeah.
Country radio.
like she was trying to do something. I just didn't get it. I didn't get it. I was like, because we've never had this much content, this many tracks from Beyonce in one go. So I was just like,
That's true.
so I was just
That's
like,
why I was like, girl, you've been saving this. Plus, she recorded this before Renaissance.
yeah.
So
So I was just like,
some of these songs have been here.
so I was like, are these all tracks? Like, I didn't know what was what.
And I feel like no shade to whoever did the graphic designing, but I feel like when I saw what the reference was, I just felt like it wasn't done well.
It was a bit more confusing.
Yeah, it was a lot more chaotic than the examples that I was seeing when people were now trying to bring the context.
But I feel like she did that on purpose because Beyonce likes to let her fans decode and figure things out. I feel like she
investigate, child.
That's because we kind of do it. No shade. We come up with theories, and 99% of the time we're wrong. But
yeah, she gonna do what she wants anyway.
not too much. Not too much.
But let's get into the actual songs. So
Highlights. Quick.
Okay.
Highlights.
So
Yeah, like highlight songs.
overall, the album, amazing quality. Now, after listening a couple times, it's clear to see that there's 3 sections of the album. The first section, like the first 30%, is like standard country music. Not too much. Standard country music, but Beyonce's gonna Beyonce. And so the way she layers her vocals, the way she puts harmonies, the way she sings.
There's a lot of that in
This
this
lady
album.
is singing. I mean, she's been singing, but she's really singing. Like, standout tracks for me when I want to hear her sing on this album were 16 Carriages, Protector, Blackbird, and Daughter. Like, the operatic vocals, that was the last thing I expected. That's not to say she hasn't done it before, but it definitely took me by surprise. I said,
It threw me off a bit,
okay. And then we move on to the second part of the album, which is more what I would say is modern day country, where you have the Miley Cyrus collaboration, which I did not expect. Beyonce and Miley Cyrus, that's the last thing I expected, but I love it. And then you have the Post Malone collaboration.
That one's good.
I was like, we're here. I said, this is good quality music. And even though the song is called Levi Jeans, for some reason I feel like if it was called Country Love, I wouldn't be mad at it. But Levi Jeans is definitely a better title, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, that's basically the second part. And then the final part of the album, in my opinion, is Beyonce's version of country. So it's a bit more,
bit
it's
more.
a bit more for us, the black people.
But I won't say the correct Beyonce's version of country, because I think people have been doing that.
Of course.
Yeah. So let's not say Beyonce's version.
Well,
we'll say a more urban version of country rather than Beyonce's version.
I don't know. I feel like it's very Beyonce vibe.
yeah.
No, because I feel like in terms of the beats and stuff, people have been doing country hip hop, and so I wouldn't say it's a Beyonce's version, because it's just because we don't listen to it doesn't mean it's not been happening.
Okay, so she's popularized it.
Yeah,
or
so
brought it to the masses.
She has, because this is what Money Long was also saying this, where it's like people are saying, "Oh, Beyonce's taken on country." And she's struggling, but it's like, no, people have been doing this before.
You guys just didn't.
You just didn't pick it up. So that's why I was like, ooh, da.
You're right. See, look at that.
Balance.
Constructive criticism.
Yeah, but I will say the sort of energy, the cuff it into energy, into Break My Soul, cuff it into energy of this album is what's it? River Dance into Two Hands to Heaven, into Tyrant. That section, those 3
Crazy.
songs, best
Crazy.
best 3 songs on the album.
Great.
In terms of like catching up the bits that had me up, like where I was like, oh, she really did something.
Because I really paused.
No. Okay, let me start off by saying this. This album, beautifully done, beautifully constructed. Beyonce is never gonna give you a badly put out album.
Absolutely.
But will I say it excites me throughout? No. That's why I said those 3 songs had me up. Protector, beautiful. What's it? What else did I like from the top half? Bodyguard, beautiful.
And I really love
Levi Jeans, beautiful. Most Wanted, beautiful.
This is very
Yeah. So
it's fine. You know what I can appreciate when people say things like that. They can appreciate the good quality in the music and
But
the
it's
artistry,
yeah.
and that's fine
Yeah.
because not everything is going to be food. There's even a few tracks which, again, I love, but I don't necessarily listen to. For example, My Rose and Just for Fun.
beautiful, but this is what I was saying. I wanted to make a comment earlier when we were talking about everyone releasing, because I feel like this album needs time for it to grow on people.
Oh, absolutely.
But I just feel like because everyone is releasing music right now, I'm really worried that people aren't gonna have time.
This is peak music
Yeah,
drop. Like
this is-
summer's coming, everyone's trying to do their
Yeah.
big one.
And let's not lie, this isn't the most summer vibe album. So
Apart from like 1 or 2 songs.
yeah, apart from
but
1 or 2 songs, people are releasing like the Tyler album. It's more of a summer vibe. So I'm a be more likely to go to that than this.
But you know what? Yeah, if we're gonna get into summer, she needs to drop or she needs to send Bodyguard to pop radio.
yeah.
That's what she needs to do because
Yeah.
that is a summer song, and that's going to.
I hope she doesn't do what she wanted to do with sending Church Girl. That's how you send what's it what's the
I don't even know this one.
He doesn't know the songs.
That's how you send flamenco to the radio.
No, flamenco, guys. All right, let me paint the picture for you. Imagine a Nollywood film, and there's a market seller walking. No, hear me out. And there's a market seller walking on the side, and then flamenco plays. Flamenco sounds like a Nollywood song. It does. I'm telling you, it does.
I mean, it was a boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, it was a boom, boom.
But she cute.
I'm curious to hear your thoughts though, because
Yeah.
you're not really a country girl. So
No, I was just letting you two rock. But my thoughts. So the first 2 singles didn't excite me. I was like, okay, here we go. Here she go.
Oh, here she go.
And it took me like 24 hours to actually listen to the album because I was like, okay, we're here. First listen, it was a bit like, girl, this is a bit long. But as you guys said, I can appreciate the production in the album. I can appreciate her vocals in the album. Is this album necessary for me? No. But there's, get the songs that I like quickly. So obviously we spoke about Bodyguard. That's probably my favorite song on the album. Then I like Jolene. I do. Do I think it's better than the original? No.
Oh.
No, just because I feel like
I mean, a sequel, a reboot is never going to beat the original. People have too much
but
emotional
it's a very good cover, but I feel like
that's it. It's a cover. Like
But-
to me, it's.
but you know what? Yeah,
Some covers are better than originals.
yeah. Some.
But I think in that context, sorry, carry on.
No, I was gonna say I think in Jolene, the actual one, the guitar and stuff were just more like crisp, and it just sounded very. Because I feel like back then they had to be crisp because they were probably playing on actual guitars and stuff. But I feel like it was good, but naturally,
she is using like raw instruments here too.
But I think what it is though, how do I say?
Dolly Parton's voice is naturally more country anyway, so it's already gonna have a bit more of a lead. But this is not a bad cover. I'm just saying the original is not being the original, but this one's a really good cover, and I like how she switched it up. Like I'm going to beat that.
It's not about her though. I feel like I've seen a lot of reviews. It's more from like her mother's perspective.
Really?
Yes, because she's describing a Creole woman from Louisiana. That's her mother. I feel like there's a lot of instances where she tributes her mother, like in Levi Jeans, where she's like, where did she get it from? You should ask her mother. Like
there's a lot of reference to her parents because even Daughter, I think it's because I was gonna say this. I think it feels like a very family centered album.
Yeah.
Because even when I was listening to Protector, I was like, as much as I feel like Beyonce feels such a pressure on her shoulders to create a legacy, not just in terms of her children, but I feel like in terms of, I don't know, I think, you know how she feels such an important mantelpiece to being a black woman that she feels like she has to set a legacy for everyone. She has to be, I will be your projector or protect, whatever she said. Yeah, so I think it's very family centered, very country roots, very
makes sense.
Wholesome.
That's what she grew up on. So as someone was saying, Act 1 was dedicated to Uncle Johnny. Then you have Act 2 is more to her mother and her upbringing. So I'm curious as to what Act 3 will be about. But when we get there, we'll get there. You know,
and I think it's a good comparison as well, because we have then Daughter, where she's kind of talking, I think, from a perspective of, I've grown up to be more like my father as well. Exactly.
If you cross me. But what I will say is that I do feel like we need to let artists create art and have an imagination. I feel like in some instances with Cowboy Car, people are taking every lyric literally. And I'm like,
she doesn't even write a lot of her lyrics sometimes. So.
And that's fine. Like, I think let's bring back.
It doesn't have to.
It doesn't have to be
directly to be about her.
Yeah, let it just be. Oh, okay. She wanted to write a song about this experience. It could be something that she noticed a friend came up, went through, or just something that she felt like singing about.
And Bodyguard's about Julius.
Yeah.
Well, but you have it here, folks. That's the HotWave scoop. Over to you.
But going back to like the other songs on the album, like the Miley Cyrus, the Willie Jones, Miley Cyrus, Post Malone run is good. Like, it's very country, but like
it's country pop.
Yeah, like
modern day.
It's very easy listen on the radio. And the features were good. Like the features were really good on this album.
Ooh, is that on Honey
Sweet?
You have a nice voice.
Yeah, he started that, and I was like, oh,
you have a nice voice.
I was like, okay, yeehaw.
You have a very nice.
That's my cowboy hat.
You have a very nice voice.
But the thing is, there's a lot of songs that everyone's been going up for, and I don't know if it's just me, but I don't get. I don't get Ya Ya. I don't get River Dance. Two Hands to Heaven, I get a bit. Tyrant is good.
Listen, you people that want R&B, go and listen to Two Hands to Heaven. It's there.
But do you know what the thing is? I just feel like you said, the lower half is like
that's the album. That's what I would expect from Beyonce all the time in terms of getting me up.
Yaya sounds like it should be in a movie.
That's what I'm saying. It sounds like you're listening to a soundtrack. Even the fact that you're coming from the Linda Martell show. The minute I heard it, I said, "Oh, Tina Turner."
Do you know what I really liked though, and I think I'm excited to see what she does with Act 3 if it is rock. I was like, if you look at each one, she is structuring the album how you would expect to hear the album live. Or hear the music live. So in terms of Renaissance, it sounded like a playlist or like a DJ set with the transition. The transitions on this sound more like a radio show, or like if you were to go to I guess a country gig, like a rodeo and someone's performing live.
I like this. I like the Smoke Hours with Willie Nelson. It breaks up the album nicely.
Yeah. But yeah.
Actually, we didn't talk about Spaghetti and Beyonce rapping.
No, there's a reason why we didn't talk about Spaghetti.
I like it.
It got me. That was the first song that got me to pay attention. I don't know if I like it.
I just feel like it's gonna hit live. You know.
Well, that's okay. Can we talk about that? Let's end this section off with that. Are we going to see her live? Because apparently she's meant to be dropping her tour ticket soon, and who's going?
Bianca, sweetie.
Let's be fucking for real, Beyonce.
We're in a cost of living crisis. I'm gonna need you to wait. The same way you gave me 6 months for Renaissance, I need you to repeat that for this. Okay?
No, because you want people to buy perfume.
Better than 1 week, babe. Because
no, she wants people to buy the old lady perfume. She wants people to buy this hair care, girl, and she wants people to buy the album, which people are. But where's the money to go to this show.
Like, sis, you're the rich one. Please, please give us a
Are you
minute.
giving out tickets for free?
Give us a minute.
Yeah, are you going on Station Head and giving out prizes to Gang City? Are you doing that? No, I don't think so.
Just give us a minute. And you know what's so funny? The entire Beehive, anytime she posts in the past few days, has been like, sis, please don't drop these tour tickets. I have never seen an entire fan base beg an artist to not go on tour yet, because it's like, sweetie, we want to go, but...
Mind you dropped the movie as well.
Oh yeah, a movie that people had to go and pay for a concert that they literally saw a couple months ago.
My thing is this year, in the Renaissance Room, you said after this tour, you want to get back to normality and resting. So,
mind you, Neil, your hairdresser, also told me, exactly.
I wasn't
he said
there.
2024, gotta be quiet. Why are there rumors of a tour?
I kind of knew she was going on tour again.
but it doesn't make, because someone was like, for her to go on tour this year, it would mean she would have been planning it while.
But we don't know if she's going on this year. She could drop the tickets, but we don't know if it's this year.
But please don't do that, because Usher did that. That's like, come on, like you can
That's
wait.
what some artists do.
You can wait until like at least if you really.
Or maybe
wanna,
she wants the money now.
if
Maybe
you
she
want to
wants
be
the money
early,
now.
drop the tickets. If you want to be quick, drop it in like August or something. If you really want to be quick, but preferably January 2025. But
February 2025.
March.
yeah, because
Just,
like sis, rest.
but to be fair, I'm not excited for this tour. I'm not.
Yeah.
And that's just based off the album. Like,
Fair enough.
is like.
I'm up. I'm still.
I'm wondering how she's going to structure it. Is she gonna perform? I don't think she's gonna perform all the songs because that's long. But
We'll get a lot of like.
Because my
Mashups
are Renaissance
and
songs gonna
interlude.
be in it, or just the main Renaissance songs? Like, how is she going to?
True, it's a challenge, but
And
Curious to see.
my concern is if it's a more turn. Obviously, people are gonna gag. Well, the Beehive will gag for it anyway. But my thing is, if it's a more toned down show, people were already looking at you sideways when you didn't really dance like that in Dubai. To then
yeah, but she was injured.
Oh, she was 100%. She was injured, but obviously people didn't know that initially, and the reaction wasn't great. So now, if you do a whole tour where you're standing there like Adele,
No, but I feel like she's definitely got songs that you
no, she can.
Yeah,
and she'll probably put those songs in a way where she can do a little
you
1
know,
2,
you know, cute
like,
little two-step.
you know, she'll do a breakdown for something. Like, I feel like it wouldn't be
But
as stagnant as
if let's say, because there are a lot of ballads on this, Li. If it is the intro of Renaissance,
she'll probably put them all in one section.
for the majority. Then what? That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like in terms of, at least with Renaissance, I had an idea that
There's gonna be moments where she'll dance.
This album can make a show. I don't have that same confidence for this album, and I don't think a lot of people can say they do.
I
Well,
don't
I'm
really
think-
care. I'm gonna sit down for this one. Sorry. Like,
Well,
if I go,
oh,
I'm gonna
you go.
sit.
What I think is, I feel like she's gonna turn the tour into like a live rodeo.
Yeah,
Obviously not.
that's
with,
what she should do.
that's probably what she'll do, and then just go with that theme, because. So I'm sure there'll be sections where she'll be sat and she'll sing, and there'll be sections where
I'm sad.
she'll move, because let's be real, Beyonce's getting a bit older. It's okay. She's been dancing for 30 years. If she wants to sit there and sing, I'm gonna stand there and watch her, and that's fine. And to those that don't want to, you're also very entitled to do that.
But there's a lot more people that want to than don't. So
And I am curious to see how
Yeah.
she works this. I don't know if she'll do like a full-on world tour, or she'll do like a residency.
Something short,
Yeah, because I remember for 4, she did 4 shows in like the Roseland something in New York.
yeah. She might just do like a
A
you know,
cute
like how
ins-
she did like a week here. She might just do
Yeah.
a bunch of in the main cities. Just like, I'll do a few shows.
but we're in the main city, so that's the problem. That's the problem.
And even if we weren't, people, will travel. Ugh. All I'm saying is, Bianca, we love you. Come on the show, but please drop the tickets.
No, next.
At
for
least
real.
give us at
Next.
least 6 months.
So, guys, did we listen to CLAUDE, Doja Cat, Scarlet Deluxe, Scarlet 2?
Dorisha Kitty.
So I will say, I prefer the new songs. Well, a lot
To the old songs.
To the old songs.
Yeah.
And I will also say, I think Scarlet would have been enjoyable if it was as short as this, like if it was an EP.
Oh.
If it was like 10 songs,
Yeah,
like 12. If it was
Yeah.
12 songs,
if it was a short, if it wasn't hearing these songs made me appreciate if she'd released this as, you know, when back in the day when people would just randomly drop just a couple, just have that.
Yeah, for the
Like,
summertime.
yeah, just,
something
just
cute,
so,
for,
so,
for the girls to
yeah,
party
so
to.
if it had been like that, Scarlet would have been a lot more palatable, and I liked
especially for her fans, because her fans, most of them are pop listeners, and pop albums are short. Her first albums were short. Well, not short, but they were like standard, you know, minus the deluxes. They were like a cute 12, 14 songs, which is good. But
I think her debut was like 16 or something.
yeah, but no one paid attention to that. We're going from Hot Pick.
You're going from Hot
No,
well,
which most people do.
That's true. That's true.
Because no one got into it until Hot Pink. Let's be real. But she, even before she dropped Scarlet, she added songs right before. And sonically, it shouldn't be an album that should be that long, because it gets boring. These two fell asleep when we were all listening to it together.
Okay, wait, pause. We were genuinely, we were tired at that time.
No, but it was boring. Cool.
But I got into it later. I was just tired.
Yeah, first listen, it was boring. It's okay. She understands. Probably not, but but like Taz said, these songs definitely caught my ear a lot more, and the features helped as well. Obviously, she didn't need them, but the features did good on these songs, and I feel like she kind of got the criticism and made the songs more exciting, if that makes sense. But are these songs her best songs? No. The one that she dropped as a single, Mask, probably my least favorite, apart from Touchdown. Touchdown.
Yeah. I don't know why she chose that for a video. If I would have picked Urge with ASAP Rocky or OK Loser.
There's
like
other songs that she... I liked his verse. I liked his verse.
Well, in my personal opinion, I thought that was the most old Doja song on the 7 songs.
Yeah, that's probably the most old Doja song.
And that's the only reason that made more sense than anything else to put out. Because it's to me anyway, it seems like the most closest thing that we could get to like an Agora Hills on.
That's what I'm saying. It just gives trap Agora Hills.
Yeah,
but I'm like,
that makes sense for a single compared to her Doja Lamar.
Not really. The reason why I say not really, because yeah, it gives old Doja, but it gives old Doja that no one cares about.
And not even that. We need to give artists room to grow. Like, we have Agora Hills. We have it. Personally, I would have preferred OK Loser, Disrespectful, because I like her rapping style. Like, the song with A$AP Rocky.
It's very old school, like very
the song
like...
A$AP Rocky, Urge. I'm like, I'm up for this. And she's really talking. I don't know who she's referencing on. I think it's OK Loser, where she's like, if you can go on tour. I'm like...
Apparently she's talking about Azalea Banks.
Interesting.
Because, you know, Azalea Banks comes for everyone, but she be coming for Doja. She be coming for Doja down. But, you know, realistically, she could talk about most of the girls, because most of the girls haven't been on tour. Yeah. A proper one anyway. Yeah. But...
top songs?
Urge with A$AP Rocky, OK Loser, and I think it's Disrespectful. And then I'll give a cute shout out to Acknowledge. But the Piss...
That was whack.
Piss can go. I'm so sorry.
Piss was whack.
I liked Disrespectful, Mass, Piss, and Head High.
What? Wow.
Yeah, those were my...
I Acknowledge Me. That first song was good. Like, she carried. She opened up
spitting.
how she was meant to. But overall...
I would have preferred if those songs were on the original Scarlet.
I would prefer this would be the original Scarlet. Because a lot of the songs... I'm probably going to make it into my own album from a few songs from the old one. But yeah, like, Doja this era still not...
Because I felt like,
capturing me like
aside
that.
from Paint the Town Red and Agora Hills, I felt like Scarlet as an album, it felt like, you see when she goes on Instagram Live and she plays music? Yeah. That's what it felt like, the album. And it wasn't bad music. There were some songs I was up for, but some of it just felt a teensy bit...
Like, you're still trying to make the music.
Yeah, a teensy bit lackluster. And I said, But this Deluxe is like, oh, okay, it felt more put together.
And one more thing as well. Doja, you don't need to prove that you're a rapper. I get it, but I feel like you're getting too lost in that. and sometimes it's
been
good
around
to
for days.
it's good to remember
But I
who
think
you are.
that's true, but I don't think it's easy when, because what I got from these additional songs, which it was said about the original album, but I think it really reinforced it to a point, because I think she even said it herself, like she is really insecure. So for even to be like, remember who you are, I don't think the way we perceive Doja Cat is how she sees herself. So even to be like, remember who you are,
she's
there's
human.
no room for her to
She's
remember.
human.
Because I was like, the way it almost seems like the way it sounds you're talking about this, you can tell you have sat in your room and combed through the comments and combed through the criticism.
But that's what she does anyway.
Yeah, that's what she does.
The comments really get to her.
But I think sometimes I think what was obvious about this was as in, oh, this isn't just like, oh, you see the haters and then you're like, oh, okay, cool, I'm gonna go on. This is, you have sat and studied
Digested
and looked and it's become a part of you and internal.
Yeah, and that's not healthy for you.
Yeah,
like, address the haters, but don't let them become a part of your artistry, because it's not fair to you. You're too talented for that love. But I do like your rapping, and you're a rapper, love, in case you needed someone to tell you.
Okay, next. So Glorilla and Meg dropped. I actually like the song. Do you know what? I actually listened to a part of Glorilla's album, and it's knocking a bit.
No, because Glorilla can make a bop.
Like,
Glorilla can make a bop.
she can make a bop, but I expected more, especially after.
Wait, from the feature?
From the single.
Yeah.
Especially after Glow dropped, that was like, oh yeah.
Because that song, I felt like Meg really carried it.
Yeah,
but I feel like that was the purpose of it. You know, when you have, obviously, it's not good in terms of Glorilla, but let's be real. She dropped that as a single because they know people gonna tune into Meg.
No, 100%.
But I feel like Meg did really good on this song.
Yeah, she did.
And Glorilla, I feel like Glorilla did.
Yeah,
good
she
on
held
the
her,
song.
but it just felt like more
I
like.
really like this song.
They did good, but I feel like because Meg is the highlight of the song, overall the song's shit. Like it's not a good song for me, because it's kind of like, if I can't listen to a song just because Meg ate up or because Meg is on it. The song still has to be good, so I can't be like, oh, this is a great song just because.
Sorry, Glorilla, I'm gonna give you your terms, because you ate it. And the couple songs I've heard, yeah, Glorilla, you kind of getting me.
I do like it, but I understand you a bit in a sense where it's like, when I saw that because they're going on tour together, so clearly it's definitely going to be a part of the set list. Where it's like, I expected like.
There should be
a something. I was just
like
I expected a something. And
it's not a
something, but it's not bad. It's just like, okay, this is cute.
But guys,
it's cute.
But guys, no shade or anything. But why are we expecting that from Meg and Glorilla?
But simply because they're going on tour together. So, and let's not lie, the sample they've used. It's like, okay, you're expecting like this is a turn up hot girl, and it's cute, but it's just like,
and even beyond this, the sample, they have done better. They have. So yeah, of course I'm gonna expect more because you've done better.
Yeah. Like Meg carried, but to me the song feels like Glorilla had a short bit and then Meg took over the song. And then the song ends. Like it's too quick. Actually, it's like 2 minutes.
Honestly feel like it was just put together, and then it wasn't created. It was just put together.
Yeah, like it is cute though. It's not a bad song, but I would have liked for it.
Look for it.
I would have liked for it to be a teeny bit longer, and I'll be stat for the video because I want to hear. I want to see what it looks like. Yeah,
but again, I'm scared that it'll be another scenario where the music video makes me like it more than the actual song banging.
That might be it.
Yeah.
I feel like that might be it.
That's with most female rappers. But I want to quickly talk about the song because she did reference the beef with JT. Well, the quote unquote beef. Because people have been saying apparently they had a fight at the VMAs or whatever. But there's no footage. No. But she also said if Nicki and Cardi make a record, it will break history or whatever.
Go and listen
Girl,
to
let it
Motorsport.
go.
Go and listen to
let it
Motorsport.
go.
Please, let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go. It's not happening.
We don't need that. We actually don't need a Cardi and Nicki song. We need to just leave Cardi where she is. I get that's your
It's not
cousin,
even-
but just
it's
leave
not
her
even
where
leave
she is.
Cardi. I feel like at this point, let's just be all realistic and all be adults and all be humans. Female rap unity is a fabrication.
It was made. It's made up.
Does
It's made
not
up.
exist.
It just. It
People do not have to get along just because they are women. People do not have to get along just because they are black. People do not just have to get along because they make music. It's okay not to
It's
like
rap.
people.
And
don't
you know
force
what?
people together.
This year has really solidified that the girls don't like each other. The girls are always fighting. The girls are The girls were playing nice before when they were just coming in, but now the girls don't give a shit. The girls
And it's rap. It's supposed
The
to be
house
like
has
that.
become a hoe.
It's
The
a
house has
contest
become
of
a
who
hoe.
can spit better than who. So may the best girl win.
And do you know what female rap is? Yeah, obviously I knew this before, but I really deeped it. Female rap right now is, am I team Nicki or am I not team Nicki?
That's it.
It's not even team Nicki versus, am I team Nicki or am I not?
That's it.
That's literally it.
You guys wonder why she's still here because you put her name in everything.
Like female rap is literally centered.
Because I bet you people defo tuned in to that song to
you're
hear
like-
if Megan's gonna say something about Nicki.
Exactly. And she didn't. She probably saving it for her album, which is smart. But like, girl, no one really cares for these people like that.
So do you
No
think
shade.
we're gonna get a Meg album soon? Since
No, well, she has to drop it soon. There's 16 songs on it. But she has to drop it soon because her tour
Next
starts
week?
next month,
do you think next week? When do you think? If you had to estimate,
end
when
of
do-
April.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same.
End of April. Maybe April, not April 19th. Probably when No Money drops.
Okay,
Hmm.
easy comp.
Yeah.
She might be on it. They might collab. Who knows?
Anyway.
Friends are a girl's best.
Will you guys be listening?
Yeah, of course. So, talk about the girls beefing. The men have been beefing. And you know what? Yeah, I love it because I'm tired of the girls kind of like,
Yeah.
it's too much now. But the men, yeah, let's get into it.
Get into it.
So, a couple, maybe like 2 weeks ago, Future and Metro dropped their album, We Don't Trust You, meaning we don't trust Drake. And they had Drake's Up on the lead song. What's it called? Like That. And Kendrick. Not even just Kendrick. Future and Kendrick were coming at Drake heavy.
Some people are saying this has been going back ages ago because they were saying even the album names. If you look at the story that's being paved, the album names are disses to each other.
But do you know what? Yeah, in terms of Future, because we kind of know Kendrick and Drake have not really liked each other for years, so that was always whatever. But in terms of Future, I think it shocked some people. But going back to it, ever since her last drop, Future has not been really with Drake like that, because if you guys didn't know, Future and Drake were meant to have her lost.
Yeah.
But and they were gonna make a lot of money from it because you know, Future and Drake, that was kind of the duo.
Of course.
And then he went to 21 Savage, and it's like, oh.
Thought you said you
Okay.
could do it, but she went and did it with someone else.
And I think why Metro's upset, because Metro was meant to make the album as well. So that fell through. And
allegedly they also were cheating the same gal.
yeah, that's
Drake,
that's the biggest part of it.
yeah. Drake cheated Future's girl is better to say.
And then the girl went and told Future all the stuff that Drake said about Future.
Or whatever Zayn said.
And
Niggas
with niggas, we always know it's about a girl. It's about a
And
girl.
if you even in the Future album, on the Future song, people were noticing this is the first time Future's ever really talking to a nigga. Because Future talks about all this toxic shit before, but he's normally talking to a girl. He's like, oh, I'm a.
Now he's coming
Now he's
at
talking
you.
directly. He's saying Drake. He's like you.
And then let's get into
You.
Oh God. Oh man.
But then with Kendrick now,
Girl, here she go.
no, here she go for real, because he was getting onto not just Drake but J.Cole as well, because J.Cole and Drake have now been the the light skin duo, whatever. And people like to classify them as the big three, well, the male big three of the new generation of rap. Cool.
Yeah, I think J. Cole had referenced it in a song before and called basically.
Oh yeah, first person shooter.
Yeah.
He said big three.
But then Kendrick was like, "There's
Actually,
no big three. It's just big me.
It's just me, actually.
It's big me." And
Kendrick really said, "I'm number one. Y'all go argue over top four."
And then J. Cole was like, "Oh, you only get a good verse every 36 months." I said, "Oh."
Oh wait. Before we get into that, because J. Cole did drop. J. Cole dropped surprise drop. A little album. Might delete later. We're not gonna talk about the album, but
we'll just get into 7 minutes.
Yeah. The last song.
The beat is hot.
No, the beat is hot.
The beat is hot.
Both of the songs, the beat is hot.
The beat is hot.
No,
Everyone's beat is hot. But J. Cole was spitting. He said, "Listen, babe." He said, "Your first album, classic. Second album, boring. Third album,
they gassed it, but
and then you had your prime.
And you ate that. Then I came.
Exactly. And then your fourth album, tragic. He said, "So."
He said, "You had your prime, but I'm in my prime right now."
Yeah.
No one talks about you
unless you coming at me. So it's like, well.
Like, you're not here most of the time. But you're actually not here.
Do you know what I think? I feel like J. Cole just wanted a little one, because he was talking about J. Cole, but most of the steam was for Drake. Let's be real.
But
I feel like J. Cole just wanted to.
They're rappers.
I feel like
rep yourself.
No. I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Oh, yeah,
like, get your one.
But even the J. Cole diss, to me, it didn't feel like he was taking it very seriously.
No, definitely not.
It's one of those ones where it's like, oh, let me just give him a little something, because the disses didn't feel like, oh, if anything for me, because the beat is hot, the diss is hot.
It's like
it's a no frauds. Like, this is a
she said what? You killed your mama hoe.
That's
crazy.
Like, that's what it gives. Like, it's not giving anything,
But
it's
do you
not
know? But you know what? Yeah, him dropping this makes Drake look even worse.
Yeah, because Drake
has not said anything.
You're out here on tour, making captions.
No, not too much. Give it, because he goes off tour next week.
No. But that's
Give him
no.
time.
I'm not giving him time, because when Remy dissed my bitch and she took 2 weeks, y'all were getting onto her, and then you got onto her for replying too quick. No, I don't want to hear it. I need Drake to come and stop making Instagram captions.
Right.
Because we don't need that. We
get
need
in
you
the
to
booth.
speak.
Get in the booth.
Put that paper.
But I hope, whatever beef this is, Drake treats it with the respect that it needs to be treated. Don't come here and give us something.
He's not
goofy.
He's not. We need a bounce back.
Yeah, I mean, so far the disses have been like Kendrick was like a statement of, I'm the best and this is a warning shot, and then J. Cole was like, okay, you're this, that, and the third, but I don't really want to come at you because, like he said, you're my blood. I don't want to come at you, but if you want it,
I feel like they were cool. That's what I said.
Like if you want it, you can get it, but chill. So I think Drake is. I don't know if he's just seeing the move. I feel like Drake, your next move, if you're gonna say something, just say something.
Do you know what it is?
And,
I feel
and
like
let people
J.
know.
Cole just got astray because he's been linking up with Drake.
Of course, that's it.
That's literally it.
So he was just like, listen,
because Drake,
we're cool.
Kendrick and J. Cole, they're all cool.
Like,
but
cool.
I feel like it's rap, and J. Cole said that, like, I have respect, but this is rap. Like,
so
do you know what I feel like the dynamic is? I think the dynamic is like, like your brother and his friend that you think is cool, your older brother and his friend that you think is cool, and Drake is the little kid that thinks the way. This is how I think Kendrick and J. Cole see it a lot of the time. More so Kendrick. He's Drake's older brother. Drake, you're a loser. Stop coming around me and my my friends.
Yeah.
Like go away. Like you're trying to. But this is why I feel like I hope Drake treats it seriously, so he can be like, nah, nigga, you ain't gonna send me.
Exactly.
Like,
I'm actually Drake.
I'm actually I'm a big boy.
No, but I can't take Drake seriously. I'm so sorry.
That's
I can't.
the thing.
Like, I can take the other two seriously, but Dre.
She not.
And you know what? Yeah, the Kendrick verse really showed people's colors when it came to Drake, because now he's beefing with Travis, he's beefing with Rick Ross.
Why is he?
Everyone doesn't fuck. That's why. What has he done? What has he done?
Drake, let's be real. Drake is like the least loyal person ever.
True.
He's probably fucked a lot of people up, but they didn't want to come and. Everyone's kind of scary for not kind of coming and say wait until this. But I feel like now it's kind of been like
Kendrick put a battery in everyone's back.
No, we don't fuck with you.
No, but I want to know the reality, because they're gonna make it seem like it's just about fucking bitches.
No, it's not. I feel like there's more to the story, because why is all of the sudden now we all don't like him? Whoa! So I thought we were all rappers. Speak up.
And do you know what I feel like is like the big rappers that don't fuck with you. The little one that Drake's run around with all the time that he has under his arm, they're gonna do what he does regardless. But yeah, these big ones, he's definitely fucked them over in some way, or vice versa. We don't know, but Drake is hurt clearly. I need to put that hurt in the music.
And I hate to say it, Nicki, stay out of it, please.
Oh no, she already in it.
Let him defend himself, because he didn't defend you.
No, she gonna be in it.
No, she in it already, because, and do you know, I didn't deep it. I think like that's why Nicki's been fucking with Future for how long? Fam, you have your latest album has a future edition, a future version of your album as a deluxe. She already in it.
Yeah, but I feel like she's playing middle.
Yeah, she's
playing middle.
But
just stay on to her and
keep
playing middle.
Just don't say
she getting her lip back.
Don't make no tweets, nothing.
No, she needs to get her proper lick back. She needs to do a song with Kendrick.
Yeah, because we want to hear that.
Get her lick back.
Because I'm so sorry, Drake is. You know what you want? You are a fake bitch. You're not fuck all. You're a fake bitch. That's what you are. You're a fake bitch, Drake. I'm so sorry. I hate to say it, because you left my girl in the wind so many times. Did you even post Pink Friday too? But that's your Young Money sister?
You're busy enjoying this episode or whatever, but please make sure you follow us on the streaming platform you're listening to us on right now.
So that means whether you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, or Spotify, make sure you hit that follow button. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe.
I know that's right, because I know you want to be a part of the exclusive HotWave gang. So, you know, if you want to join the gang, be sure to follow us on our socials on Twitter or X, TikTok or Instagram. You know, hit us up.
And if you want to, become a part of the conversation, hit us up in the DMs to give us stories, dilemmas, or, topics that you want us to talk about. Alternatively, email us at hotwavepodcast@gmail.com. You know what to do.
To the month. Welcome to Key Issues, guys.
Where we discuss the latest
today,
issues.
We're going to talk about, we know who Raymonte is. If you guys don't know, he's a TikTok influencer. Very funny short man. Very funny. He recently went on holiday for his birthday, and the pics went viral because, girl, it was just funny.
Yeah,
like he was just doing his thing with the other TikTok influencers. And then Essence made an article, a weird one, talking about how something about I can't even remember, but they made the article.
What was it? It was something about space.
Yeah, making space for black influencers.
Yeah, I think they were. Oh, it was about. It was an article about his birthday trip, talking about how people obviously won't pay attention to people like Raymonte because they assume he's like ghetto, or they don't support black content creators like that. And Raymonte was like, "That's very hypocritical. Thank you for the article, but it's very hypocritical because." Again, you guys won't invite me to stuff. You guys won't work with me, but yet you're talking about how we're not giving opportunities for I guess the more urban black content creators.
And Essence, you need to do better.
Yeah.
But this went on to a bigger discussion because he now spoke about how people like him don't get the same treatment and the same benefits of who they actually are versus someone
that's light skinned.
And he then mentions Cardi B. Cardi B is a very ghetto person. Very, like, she's very
Yeah,
hood.
like,
She
that's
like
where she comes
let's
from.
put the cheese on the crackers. She's very hood.
And that's why people like her.
Not in terms of personality, but how she acts as well. But his whole point was she gets these $5 million deals, all this stuff, whereas a person like him or Sexy Red or Sukiyana, which do act ghetto, but arguably Cardi's more ghetto because let's be real, she she does a lot of violent stuff. She hangs around with blood. She's
you're very you've yourself said you used to drug men for money. Like it's not necessarily like she hides.
She doesn't hide
she's very
anything.
upfront and forward. But for someone like, let's say, Raymonte, who
she hides
the
people to
the
beat
most
up men.
crazy thing that he's done was when he got into a fight because people obviously leaked his piece.
You won though.
He won. You ate that up.
Period.
Giving your tens. But like that in comparison, you know, it's which one's more ghetto?
And it speaks to a wider conversation of the passes that people of lighter complexions are given versus the passes that
and
people of
non-black people
and darker complexions are given. You know, if ghetto is more in terms of, let's say, how the big corporations and the magazines and the white people, the white executives, ghetto is more palatable on a lighter complexion because, you know, it's not in your face as much. Whereas people
on a dark skin,
people already have connotations.
They're gonna be like, it's dirty,
it's aggressive, violent. It's like
something completely different. It's no longer entertaining. It goes from entertaining to distressing.
And the reason why I feel like it speaks to a bigger conversation, but I don't feel like him mentioning Cardi B. He could have mentioned someone else, but it wasn't that bad because deeper, this lady, you threw a shoe at Nicki Minaj at a whole fashion party, and a few weeks after you were on the cover of like a magazine, like Harper's Bazaar magazine. If, let's say, someone of a darker complexion did that, they would not have been given that opportunity.
Oh, they would have been shot out of the industry.
Exactly. And I think that's the
if
point.
If Nicki did that,
and and a part of me was annoyed at Cardi for her reaction because I was like,
she doesn't understand.
You're not reading what he's saying because realistically, out of every celebrity that we could look at and say ghetto, you are the only one that we can say has started
big enough.
Not even big enough.
Because she started where Raymonte is.
Where Raymonte is. You were doing your rants
on
you
Instagram.
Were doing your where you're just doing random
your
shit.
Instagram videos, your fashion
you
of
pussy
outfits.
out. You had your pussy out.
This is where you started where Raymonte is currently.
Yeah.
So you are the perfect example because look at where you started and where you are now.
Exactly. There's no one else like that.
And that's what he's talking about because where he started is realistically. And I pray that you can get as much success as she has. But realistically, if we were to look at it societally, the cards are against Raymonte in terms of reaching those. And even if he was a woman of the same complexion, he wasn't a gay man. Still,
it would still.
It's not an even ground.
But you know what it is? People like Cardi, they just don't get it. A lot of them just don't.
They feel like it's a personal attack. It's like it's not about you. It's a wider conversation. It's you're just
and
the
people
vessel.
Are too
essentially,
sensitive. Just because you're an example doesn't.
Yeah,
mean
she's
you're
very
the problem.
sensitive. And the thing about not getting it is you're never going to see the bigger issue because you benefit from it. Yeah. You're never really going to see unless you really sit down and try to understand. But you're not going to do that because
you're always on.
You're always on the fence.
Granted, you could say, okay, he could have mentioned men, but the point he's making, there's no man that
like him
that has gone from where he is
so
to where you are, and that's the point he's making. He's like, listen, it's hard for me to transfer to that space, being my authentic self. You, Cardi B, you have the luxury of being your authentic self in these A-list spaces because you have a lighter complexion. It's more it's seen as like,
you're not visibly black. Well,
exactly.
You're not black.
It's seen as more of a caricature and it's more entertaining. Whereas a darker skinned person, you don't have the luxury of, you can't hide your blackness. When you see it, you see it. So you kind of have to change who you are. So you can't, sometimes you're not able to be authentic, and that's not fair. And I think that's the point he's trying to make. Like, if he was to go into those spaces, he would have to change the way he talks and how his mannerisms are. And, you know, obviously everyone adapts, everyone grows, but if you're having to change who you are, your core, in order for people to see value in you and give you an opportunity, that's not fair. And I think that's what we need to focus on. And Cardi, sweetie, I hope that maybe one day you're able to understand that no one's attacking you. It's just you're just someone who benefits from it. That's it.
And Cardi, stop bringing the girl's name into it, because you need to bring up the fact that why don't you call Ice Spice Mexican? But that's also a bigger issue, because Cardi wants to link herself to blackness so bad because it benefits her. There's a reason why people don't call Ice Spice Mexican, because she has a black parent. And that's what she said.
Cardi, you yourself, you've said you date men outside of your race.
Yeah,
black men.
You're not black.
So you can't be shocked when people say that you're not a black woman, because you've mentioned it yourself. We're only going off of what you've said, you know?
Do you know what? Yeah, I feel like, and this is bringing another topic into the conversation, but I think it's a relevant comparison. I think we wouldn't have as many issues with this if America looked at race the way South Africa does. So do you remember when everyone was getting on to Tyler about her referring to herself as colored?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler does not then feel sort of, well, I'll speak from my experience in terms of being Southern African and our interaction with race. I feel like we then have, people don't feel the need to pick a side or feel that they feel comfortable merging and blending both in a way that then when it comes to topics like these, they can listen from a place of, it's not my experience because my experience is different because I fit in this lane, rather than I feel like in an American context where you're either mixed race and you're black or you're mixed race and you're white, that is problematic. And it is the reason why we then have colorism. It is the reason why people then try to make things propagate like reverse colorism. Go, what the... What is that? What is that?
That makes sense. I feel like even in the UK, we're able to distinguish relatively. That's a black person, that's a mixed race person. Like, and that's not to say we can't all benefit from each other's cultures, but everyone knows genetically and scientifically.
We have a benefit in the UK because we go by countries. That is that.
Thank you for tuning in.
That was a good one. We got it out.
No, I was sad the entire time.
So yeah, guys. So tell us about. Make sure y'all go in the comments below and leave your thoughts on, Cowboy Carter.
Just all the songs we spoke about.
All of it.
And all the beef that we've spoken about. But also give your thoughts on the whole colorism.
Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe.
Oh, not you too, Mellow, from...
all of them.
This is my show.
Yeah, all of it. Do all of it. Do all of it.
Babe, your buckles...
My laces are done.
You're wearing clogs.
Yes, goodie. Give
it
to
them.
them.
No, sorry. No, we need... we need to...
Cougar.
No, we need her on the show.
Make sure to follow us. Make sure to follow Jason on all his platforms at Javinci.
Thank you.
We'll leave it down below.
Yep.
Make sure to follow me, your hot boy coach, Marley Muir on TikTok. Yeah. I had to get it out.
Exactly.
You were like, hot boy coach.
You remember today.
On TikTok, X, or Twitter, Instagram, and then
follow me at Wavy Taz, which is WXVY_TAZ on all social media platforms. You can also find us at HotWave Podcast on X, Twitter, and what else? TikTok. Make sure you DM us, or you can send us an email, or what do we use for the question?
Not gonna lie.
Yeah, not gonna lie. If you have any sort of questions, topics you want us to talk about for key issues, that's your chance to get y'all input into what we do here.
That's your story.
That's your story, not ours.
Exactly. Your show.
So yeah, make sure y'all come back next week. Tell a friend to tell a friend about the pod, and make sure they watch them. Force them, hold their hands head towards the screen.
Maybe not that, but
do it.
Just like, comment, share, subscribe, and just HotWave.
HotWave.
HotWave to the world.
Okay, stay hot
and always wavy.